Amid the hustle of a bustling market, a neglected German shepherd sat tethered to a post, his ribs protruding beneath his matted fur. His eyes, dull and weary, reflected nothing but abandonment. No one paid him any attention until a 5-year-old girl, Emily, spotted him. She tugged at her mother's sleeve, her tiny voice trembling. "Mommy, look, he's so sad. We have to help him." Victoria sighed, recognizing the familiar spark in her daughter's eyes. Emily had always been drawn to animals in need. "Okay, sweetie," she said. "We can take a look, but stay close." Emily crouched a few feet away from the dog. "Hi there, boy," she whispered, stretching out her small hand. The German shepherd sniffed cautiously at the air. His ears twitched, but he did not recoil. "You seem so sad." "It's okay. I'm here now." Victoria approached a nearby vendor. "Is this your dog?" she asked. The man barely spared her a glance. "Yeah, but he's no good. No one wants him." Emily's heart sank. She turned to her mother, eyes pleading. "Can we take him home?" Over the next few weeks, Emily and her parents returned to the market. She spent time with the dog, naming him Thor. Little by little, Thor recognized her, his eyes brightening at the sight of the little girl who had shown him kindness. Finally, her parents made a decision. They approached the vendor with an offer. To their relief, he was eager to be rid of the useless dog. Emily's heart soared as she carefully unchained Thor and led him to their car. "You're coming home with us," she whispered. A tea home. Thor struggled to adjust. He flinched at sudden movements and cowered when adults approached. But Emily never gave up. She spent hours sitting by his side, reading to him, talking about her day, and offering gentle pets. Slowly, trust began to form. He leaned into her touch, followed her around, and wagged his tail. However, his behavior remained unpredictable, prompting the family to seek professional help. Dr. Louise Taylor, a specialist in traumatized dogs, assessed Thor. "He's endured significant hardship," she said. "He needs stability, patience, and consistent training." With her guidance, the family used positive reinforcement. Some days, Thor showed remarkable improvement. He even played fetch, but there were setbacks. He would retreat if he felt threatened, though he never showed aggression toward Emily. One day, while playing in the yard, Thor picked up a ball and brought it to Emily. It was the first time he had initiated play, and Emily's heart swelled with joy. Her parents watched, realizing that their commitment to Thor was finally paying off. Just as life seemed to settle, an unexpected danger arose. A loud backfire from a passing car startled a neighbor's cat, sending it bolting across the yard. Thor's instincts kicked in, and he tore after it, barking wildly. Emily ran after him, her small legs struggling to keep up. In her panic, she didn't see the speeding car coming down the street. Victoria and John's voices were drowned out by the roar of the engine. But Thor saw the danger first. Without hesitation, he dashed toward Emily. In one powerful leap, he pushed her out of the vehicle's path just in time. The car screeched to a halt. Emily lay dazed but unharmed, clinging to Thor, who stood protectively over her. From that moment on, he was no longer just a rescue dog, he was a hero. A week later, during a walk in the park, Thor suddenly froze. Emily followed his gaze and saw the vendor from the market approaching. "So that's where you ended up," he sneered. "You had no right to take him." Emily tightened her grip on Thor's leash. "He was never yours," she said. "You didn't take care of him." The man stepped closer, but Thor growled, positioning himself between Emily and the threat. "You stole my dog," the vendor snapped. "I'll have the authorities take him back." "Go ahead," Emily shot back. "We have proof of how you treated him." The man hesitated, then turned and walked away, muttering under his breath. That night, Emily's parents decided to take legal action. With the help of a lawyer, they gathered veterinary records, photographs, and testimonies to prove his neglect. On the day of the hearing, the judge carefully reviewed the evidence. "It is clear," he declared, "that Thor was mistreated in his previous environment. He has thrived in a loving home, and it is in his best interest to remain there." The vendor protested, but the judge silenced him. "Your history of animal maltreatment is well documented. You are hereby banned from owning pets." Tears filled Emily's eyes as she hugged Thor tightly. He was finally, officially hers.